I'm taping. Yeah, you're the tape right there. All right, you check it. All right, again, if you're watching us live on YouTube, we're trying, Andrew Kane, our technical wizard, is doing about 14 different things to try and get us on live at the moment. And we hope we're able to do it. We think we're able to do it. If you're just tuning in and catching us online, we are now in overtime. So we're going to get the first of 10 minutes of overtime. And we welcome back our taped audiences. We are going to have two 10-minute overtime periods. So 2 10-minute overtime periods are coming up. And again, we apologize for all the technical difficulties here. We're having some cell phone connection issues, but I think we've got it worked out. So right now, we are tied at 2 as we get set for overtime. The winner of this, in all likelihood, is going to go to play at Haddonfield. We're told on Thursday. What's this now? No, we're okay. We're not gonna. So you see Sterling, they're gonna start on the field first. Here comes Cedar Creek. We are tied at 2. We have lost our scoreboard and trying to get it up for you live. So again, we apologize for the live people watching here, and now we'll get back to the action. So here we go. 10 minutes. If nobody scores, we go another 10 minutes. If nobody scores, we go to penalty kicks. So here we go. Sterling versus Cedar Creek. Now we need a ball. That would be kind of important there, Chris, to put a ball in the middle of the field to start. They forgot.
I know one of Lexi's biggest peeves are when like little kids do the ball and they don't get the ball to her like fast enough.
Get it out here.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. You'll have to count along at home. I do not have a clock. We don't have our clock on our scoreboard. Again, I'll tell you that we are in overtime. First goal wins. This is our first overtime period. On the break, near side, trying to get it over here for Jacobo. Jacobo in the corner, gets by one. Left-footed pass, knocked down, and saved on the play by Lambertino. So our first good opportunity in overtime goes the way of Cedar Creek, and the save by Lambertino.
She made a good judgment on that, whether they come out or not.
Yes, she did. Playing on far side. This is Rhoda. Sends it up, touching it. There was Carroll. All the way back for Wilsey, and then that goes off the body of Tia Bryan for a Sterling throw. Again, we're in our first overtime period. We are tied at 2. Sterling to get a free kick. Kat Miller. Wiley heads it up. It's going to come back, I think, Wiley's way. She gets a foot on it. Now this is that sloppy part of the field. Nice lead ball here. Holloway gets to it first. Sterling gets a head on it, sending it up as Michelli. Michelli around the edge. Fight for position, sending it back now for Hatfield. Hatfield centering pass. Here's Sheehan. Sheehan outside with the shot. It scoots, and the save is made. That's a tough part of the field to shoot in there, Chris.
Yeah, especially on the sloppy part of the field.
Again, we're in first overtime, tied at 2. Here's a run up the side, up the middle, I should say, taken back nicely by Miller. Now Michelli. Michelli goes far side of the field. Takes a scoot. Creek's going to get to it first. Nice play up the side. Creek on a run. These girls have got to be exhausted, not only for this long, but it's hard to run in the way the surface has been today. They've done everything they can here on the field to make it playable, but it is slick. Holloway gets by her. Here comes Jones. Jones looks to get an edge. Centering pass, goalie out. It scoots, and the save is made. So Lambertino on the save.
One thing that's hard about this field is leading balls, being wet. It's going to roll on you quicker. So
keep in mind, the goaltender for Cedar Creek is a freshman, and Olivia Vinelli. She seemed unsure of herself as this game went on, and right now she's going to come out here and pick it up inside her own 18. First overtime, tied at 2. Send it back up middle of the field. Creek on a run. Holloway gets a foot on it. This is going to come back, though. Holloway takes it. Holloway has some room if she wants to do something with it, and she does. This is a 4-on-2, goes to her left, trying to send it up for Hatfield. Hatfield inside the box can get a shot off. Hatfield shot, scoots to the net, and just missing as sending it up for Carroll, and the save is made by Vanelli. Big bounce here up the midfield. Good job by Wiley, powers through that. This is Hatfield, sends it through. Just outside the box, Wiley. Nice kick there as it's taken by McKinley. Sent all the way up midfield, but that's headed back by Rhoda out of bounds. It's going to be a Creek throw-in. Coming in to throw here is Jeslyn Cross. Cross, who's played great defensively in this game. Good head ball up, misplay here. Look up, this is the dangerous player, Morgan. Here comes Morgan. Morgan with the shot, and the save is made by Lambertino. If you ask the Cedar Creek fan if you had somebody with a point-blank shot, that's the girl who you'd want it with. Morgan has 2 goals in this game.
Trying to get her third for a hat trick.
That was a big save by your sister there. I'm being joined right now by Chris Lambertino.
Ooh.
Every possession, every ball so critical. Miller heads it back. Up to Sheehan. Far side. Again, first period of overtime. We're tied at 2. And that's going to go out of bounds. Throw in Sterling. And they will take a substitute. Again, I don't have the official clock. We had to take our scoreboard off. We had to do another way for our live audience to connect. We're trying to share off my phone, which normally does the score, but hopefully you're enjoying the live stream nonetheless. I'll keep you updated as we go. Nice ball down. And this is kicked out of bounds. Sterling with another throw-in. Wilsey to throw it. Nice ball by Wilsey. She might get the tap one here. They tap it back in, inside the box, headed out. Wilsey challenges. Sheen, head ball far side. Chasing on it there is Carmody. Out of bounds, and you're going to get a Creek throw-in. If I had to guess, I'd say we're about 5 minutes to go in this first overtime period. First goal wins it here. We're going to go 10, take a break, switch sides of the field. But if somebody scores, the game's over. Throw in for Wilsey. Just outside the box. Now you're inside the box. Good effort inside. Bodies flying. They are not going to call a foul in there right now. As pushing in hard was Palladino. Here's a chance for Creek. Sterling's going to get to it and send it back down. Good head ball there. Here comes Wiley. Wiley loses the handle now to Jones. Jones looks to send it up near side. Holloway off her left foot. Holloway in control. Holloway, ooh, a giveaway there. Here comes Jones. Jones centers, that's knocked down. Look out for Morgan, she's the goal scorer. Morgan outside the box, taps to her right. Holloway, a chance to clear it out as you can hold your breath if you're a Sterling fan. Kept in by Cross. Sterling just got to get it out, and they do. This is going to skid far side. Chasing on it there is Palladino. Kept in. Palladino in the mix. Also up there, Carroll. Carroll's number 13 fighting for it here. It's taken away by Creek. Said back up to midfield. Again, we're in overtime. First period. Next goal wins. Break here for Creek. They look to set it back. Chipping it in. Kneed out nicely by Miller. Shot's going to go wide, and you're going to get a goal kick for Sterling. Every minute that goes by, things are getting that much more nerve-wracking for both teams. This is a playoff game, 8 versus 9. The winner will go on, most likely, to take on Haddonfield. We're in the first overtime period. Here's Lambertino. Big kick here. Scoots through, gets across midfield. Chasing it up is Palladino. Send it up, trying to get it in there. Not quite able to get it in for Carroll. Carroll already has a goal in this game. Here comes Wiley. Wiley fights for control. Good job to try and keep that ahead by Rhoda. Dump and chase, be careful. Here comes Morgan, headed back nicely by Miller. Wilsey takes it. Sheehan goes up the midfield, nobody there though. Here comes Jones. Jones up the middle. Sterling chases. Jones slides, picks it up. She's going to get a shot here. Gets her shot off. It scoots, and the save is made by Lambertino. Again, we're in the first overtime period, tied at 2. Glad you're with us live on YouTube or on Sterling TV 19. Here's one up for Carroll. Carroll challenged by Cross. Back up midfield. This is Jacobo. Far side in front of the Sterling bench. And that will go out of bounds for a Sterling throw-in as we're nearing the end of the first overtime period. Sent all the way back down and out of bounds. And substitution coming in for Sterling. Is coming out is Carroll. Coming in is Servey. Throwing down. Just outside the box. Here's a break for Sterling. Good move here. Looking to go inside. A shot is deflected off the shot of Palladino. But they say goal kick, so you're going to get a goal kick coming up for Cedar Creek. Time winding down, first overtime. We are tied at 2. Goal kick for Creek. Tough ball here. Good job to see that by Wilsey. Wilsey sends it up far side. Creek gets to it first, kicks it out wide. Good touch pass there. Good work around the outside. Wilsey able to keep it in. Trying to play that up there was Carmody. It's going to be Cedar Creek ball, and we have gotten through 1 overtime period. For our taped audience, we will take a break. We'll head for the second overtime period. We're tied at 2.
Yeah.
All right, we'll keep it here now for our live audience. We'll try and set a clock for you live as we go on. As you'll look at Sterling over here in the white, where they're trying to get themselves in an interesting situation here. We've definitely dealt this with the boys. We've had this situation before. The boys, I believe, had 4 years in a row, their season ended on penalty kicks. So there's Coach Caracciolo and her team as we're between overtime periods. We're getting ready now for the second overtime period. So a break or two here, and then another 10 minutes. And if nobody scores at that point, we then go to penalty kicks. And the reason you go to penalty kicks is we could be here all day. There's no end and there's no lights. So that's the way the rules go. Chris, sometimes it's more nerve-wracking to just be a fan here, and it's almost more interesting, like your sister's out in the field. She has a control of her own destiny, but when it comes to penalty kicks, it's a whole different thing.
Yeah. If after penalty kicks, if they do sadly lose on penalty kicks, she's probably going to be blaming herself.
And you really can't, if it comes down to that.
Yeah.
I mean, 9 times out of 10, a soccer player should score, if not more than 9 times out of 10. So we'll see. Again, we're getting ready for the second overtime period. It'll be coming up momentarily if you're watching us live along on YouTube. Glad if you're checking in, no matter where you are, the second overtime period. So now we get set. Second overtime period here from Cedar Creek in Egg Harbor Township as the sun is beginning to set in the distance. We're going to put 10 minutes. We'll be on the game clock. We'll try and talk you through it as we go. If somebody scores, the game is over. If we get through the 10 minutes, we are going to go to penalty kicks. And last year at Delran, the girls did go to Delran in a game we broadcast here live on Channel 19, and they did win that game on penalty kicks.
Big dubs out here.
As some of the spectators going into our microphone on the far side, we apologize for that. So Sterling switches sides. There you see the Sterling girls. They're in white. They're going to go left to right for this second 10-minute activity of overtime. I guarantee you the goalies do not want to go penalty kicks here, but unfortunately that's part of your job. Getting ready, the second of 10 minutes of overtime, tied at 2. Carroll with the goal in this game, Palladino with the goal in this game. For Carroll, it was goal number 4. For Palladino, it was goal number 9. Both goals for Cedar Creek by Corinne Morgan as we start our man-made clock for the final 10 minutes of overtime. If someone scores, the game is over. Far side, Sterling going to get to it first, trying to get it to run out of bounds, and it does. Sterling will take over with the goal kick. Again, if you're watching live, tomorrow we'll have soccer boys playoffs for you as they will be down at Barnegat. The field hockey team will also be in action down at Lower Cape May. We'll be sending a crew down there to bring back highlights of that game. Back at midfield, Sterling with a chance to do something with it here. Kids starting to get into, a lot of kids from the Cedar Creek side out there. What can Sterling do with this here? Sending it ahead. That was Palladino that touched it. Creek's going to get to it first. Still in play. Takes a Cedar Creek bounce on the spin. And here comes Creek on a run. Right up the middle of the field. This is Jones. Jones sends it up, trying to get to Morgan. It's a little bit long. Lambertino on the save. As we're about 8 minutes and 40 seconds to go here until penalty kicks. Sheehan, a big head ball forward. Let's see if Sterling can do something with it. Going with it there is Palladino. Nice defensive play, though, coming in by Thomas. They both slip at midfield. That's the tough part of the field, that area in the middle by the circle there. Nice touch pass through. Looking to get to center. Another slip, but coming up nicely on this one is Palladino. Palladino, I think there, Chris, she did a good job to draw a flag.
Yeah.
A whistle, I should say.
It's working in hard, taking the body and getting the call.
Here's Kaylee Sheehan. If she scores, Sterling advances. They're going to move the wall up and make them count up 10 yards. Sheehan's just going to wait. The referee's going to come in from the far side of the field. He's going to count off the 10 yards. So he comes in. He'll count the 10 right here. You're going to see him go to your right side of your screen. He lines it up for 10. We'll zoom it out a little bit as a big kick comes in. This can go on net. Here comes Kaylee Sheehan. Can she send us to the next round? Here's the kick. She goes to her right. Palladino has it knocked away. Look out here. Here comes Morgan. Morgan up the side. Holloway's going to get to it first, but Sheehan ran into her. And that draws the excitement of the Cedar Creek crowd, as I believe off the screen behind, Morgan got run into. There's about 30 students to our left making a lot of noise.
Surprised they're still here and haven't gone home.
It's getting cold out. Here's McGinley to put the kick into play. Holloway gets to it first for Sterling. Holloway charging forward. Ran it for a second. Holloway comes back and gets it. And this is going to be a Sterling throw right into the crowd. At least I thought it was deflected from my angle. They say no. You can really hear the crowd. It's really rattling, unfortunately, some of the Sterling players. Free kick coming up to the left side. Our left side, free kick coming up. This will be Carissa Robbins. Robbins to put this in play. They'll give the 10 yards, and Sterling's going to have to back up with Kat Miller. Robbins on the free kick. Robbins sends it into the box. It's loose. They have someone there. It's deflected. The save is made. I thought it was going in. Lambertino made the save. We're back in the box again, and this one goes wide. So Lambertino somehow, some way, saved the game.
Just barely got that one.
I'm telling you, Chris, I thought that was going in. Unofficially, we have 5.5 minutes until penalty kicks in this playoff game. That's as close as it comes. Lambertino from her own goal, just shy of midfield. Creek able to send it back, far side. Wilsey still playing. They play on. Wilsey again, looks to send it up, trying to get it up to Wiley. Near side. Robbins to the corner. This is going to scoot out of bounds. Sterling will get a throw. We're at the 5-minute mark here in the second overtime period. The winner of this game, in all likelihood, is going to Haddonfield to take on the #1 seed. And look out, here comes Morgan. Morgan's going to run out of room as Sterling catches a break. It'll be a goal kick. We are 4 minutes and 40 seconds away from penalty kicks here on a nerve-wracking afternoon from Cedar Creek High School. Glad you're with us here on Sterling TV 19 and on YouTube. Little miscommunication here. Good job to fight through that. Here comes Wiley. Wiley right in front of us, sends it up. She has someone there. This is Palladino. Palladino looks to get an edge. They fight for position. Palladino still fighting through this one, and now she's going to pick up a whistle and a free kick for Cedar Creek. And the Cedar Creek fans are going a little crazy here. If you're just tuning in, you're picking a great time. We're in the second overtime period. 4 minutes to go until penalty kicks. We're tied at 2. Kick's going to come a little shy of midfield. Good job to knee that ahead by Michelli. Goes far side now, midfield. Wilsey plays through. He's going to pick it up, looks. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be a Sterling throw-in. 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go until penalty kicks. Throw in far side, right up the side. Carmody looks to center. Just outside the box. That shot is knocked down. Trying to get a foot on that was Servey. 3 minutes, 15 seconds to go until penalty kicks. Far side they go. This is Bryan. Bryan tries to get an edge. It goes out of bounds. A throw-in coming up for Creek. Creek with a good scoring opportunity here. Throw-in goes down in the corner. And they're going to get another throw-in. Under 3 minutes to go here in the second overtime period. We go to corner kicks after this. Throw-in by Cross. Just outside the box. Sterling going to send it up, trying to get it up to Servey. Servey up the midfield, looking, sends it forward. Foot race here, trying to get it up. Carmody's kept in by Sheehan. Sheehan's going to chase it in here with Carmody. Going in there is Palladino, I should say. Palladino goes down. Up the side. Holloway sends it out of bounds. 2 minutes, 15 seconds until penalty kicks here in this playoff game. Dropping it back. Sterling had a shot at it and lost it. Here comes Robbins. Robbins looks to center. Knocked down by Morgan. This is inside the box. They play on. There's a shot saved by Lambertino, but offsides is the call. Just before she shot it, the whistle went far side for offsides. Under 2 minutes to go in this one. Free kick coming up. Lambertino able to cross midfield. A big kick here. It scoots ahead. Chasing it here at the chances, Palladino. Palladino, great footwork here. Around the edge, looks to center. Gets through everyone. A shot just goes through. One of the chasing forwards there was Carmody. Far side, they clear the 18. 1:15 to go until penalty kicks. Far side. Still chasing it up. Here comes Wilsey. She might take a run. She goes down. A whistle stops play. The kick goes Cedar Creek's way. So Creek gets a kick. I have under a minute remaining until penalty kicks.
A couple of questionable calls from the ref there.
Here comes the free kick. McGinley sends it in. It scoots ahead. Wilsey Gets towards the box. Shot is knocked down. They're going to get another possible shot. Holloway steers it wide. Holloway around the edge. Can she keep it in? She kicks it off the ref. 30 seconds remaining until we go to penalty kicks. Throw in for Cross. Just outside the box. Sterling able to get to it first. Good job to knock that down. I've got 15 seconds to penalty kicks. Far side throw in. Tapped in just outside the box, and that will kick it over the Creek bench. Will bring a new ball into play. I've got 5 seconds to go until penalty kicks. Referee's looking at his watch. Still looking. On our clock, we've just expired the 10 minutes. Here comes the throw. Right in front of the Sterling bench. And there it is. We are going to go to penalty kicks. When we return to the taped audience, we'll be back with penalty kicks. So for our YouTube audience, we're going to, I believe, follow the referees here, and we're going to figure out what's going to happen. You're going to have 5 players from each team will kick penalty kicks. And if you can outscore the other team, you will advance and move on. And we're sitting here with Chris Lambertino, and your sister's the goalie. So I hate to say it, but win or lose, she's got a lot of say in what goes on in this game.
I would assume she would pick the side that Cedar Creek was defending there for a better goal. The ground over there does not appear to be ripped up as the other end is.
So we'll follow the officials there first. We'll give you the Sterling sideline to the right. We'll see what Sterling is up to. So what's happening right now, if you look at Sterling, Sterling is trying to determine who is going to be their 5 kickers here. So Sterling, we do not know who their 5 kickers are going to be at this point. The referees are going to come out. We'll eventually see the captains here. So they'll come out in a second. And then we're going to determine what end we'll be shooting the penalty kicks at as well. So there's a big coin toss coming in as to who's going to go first or second. Now, right now, the official pointed to the goal to the right. So we may be doing everything towards the right. We'll find that out in a second. So, yeah, they are pointing to the goal on our side of the field towards the right. Again, 5 shots for each team. They will alternate shots. The team, really it comes down, I hate to say it, Chris, the team that can have a goalie save a goal oftentimes is the one that can win the game. But with that said, we have had games at Sterling where we've watched kids miss the net completely. That's also a factor in this because it is a nerve-wracking effect right now. Waiting for the penalty kicks. We're going to move it down to the right. If you can just make sure nobody stands in front of us so we can see, that would be extremely helpful. They're going to let these students, you see the students here, they're the students from Cedar Creek. They are going down to the far sideline. And now as we go to the middle of the field, you'll see where the Sterling girls are figuring out who is going to be doing the kicking here. 5 girls for each team. They will alternate with the goalie in net. You can practice this all you want, but you just can't get what it feels like to be in a pressure situation like this. So when we line it up, you're going to see the kicker and the net when we line it up to your right. Both teams right now will keep it here for a second, and we'll get set to bring back our taped audience. Again, we welcome you back on Sterling High School TV 19. One of the most exciting things in soccer coming up right now. We are going to penalty kicks to see who moves on. So we are going to penalty kicks. Each team will get 5. We will alternate with our 5. We're going to go to the goal to our right. Has been determined that that is where we are going to go. It's going to be a matter of what team will kick first. You can see now to our right, Coach Caracciolo is talking to our goaltender. And Coach Caracciolo is I believe she was a goaltender as well, so she knows exactly what your sister's going through here, Chris.
Yeah, I can only imagine how the nerves, if she has any.
Well, we're nervous, so they have to be nervous here. So the entire Cedar Creek fans have moved down to the right. They are to our right off the screen. You can see them down there. So they're going to add a lot of atmosphere and pressure to this. We're just determining right now as we go back to the field, we're going to determine who's going to kick first, who's going to kick second. And if we could ask, if you could slide down a little bit, sir, for us, just so we can see what's going on. Thank you. I appreciate it. So we're waiting for the penalty kicks to happen here. I don't know what else we're waiting for. The winner of this most likely will go on to play number 1 seed Haddonfield. Haddonfield's a team Sterling has seen twice before, has lost to them twice before, but has played them rather well in both their meetings. The last time was a 3-1 game. So right now we're just waiting for the referees to get this thing in gear. And now it looks like the referees are making their moves. As we line up this shot, you're going to see the net and the person kicking it. Both goaltenders will come down. The pressure on the freshman goaltender, Olivia Vanelli. There you see her right there. She's going to go down as well. And now as we turn back to the left, you'll see both teams are at midfield. They're preparing themselves. One team's moving on, one team's going home. All right, here comes our first kicker. So we'll give you the ball and the net. And this is your player of the game today for Cedar Creek. Here she is to kick. This is Corinne Morgan. That's a great shot you're getting from our camera. And as we pan a little to the right, there you go. So the way each team will get 5 shots. This is your first of 5 by Morgan. Both referees will get into position. Again, this is our first shot. And Morgan scores. So Morgan puts Creek on the board first, and they will lead it 1-0. Again, there'll be 5 shots for each team.
Lambertino guessed right there, but
couldn't quite get to it. This is going to be Gabrielle Palladino. Now, Palladino has a goal in this game as well. So a little to the right here. There we go. Palladino to try and even things up. No hesitation. And it's saved. Great save by the freshman goaltender Vanelli. And it is now 1-0. And now Creek with their second shot, leading it 1-0. So that almost forces Lambertino is going to have to stop one. As coming in to take this kick and now taking her time, and that's kind of the thing I think you should do here. This is Alicia Jones. Alicia is a senior. So Alicia, with her team leading 1-0. Again, I really like the fact she's taking her time. Jones to try and put her team up. And she misses it wide. So now that opens the door for Sterling as Sheehan will come in to kick. She is the daughter of our principal here at Sterling High School. Kaylee going to try and tie this one up.
They're searching for a ball right now.
That ball went to the alligators. It's not coming back. There's a lake all the way to the right, and here comes the ball in. So Kaylee Sheehan, she is a sophomore. She can tie things up. Sheehan for the tie. And she drills it. So Sheehan ties us at 1. And your next shooter for Creek will be Kelly Terrell. Terrell, a senior. I like what Coach is doing here. Danielle Hagel, she's putting all upperclassmen with the exception of their first shooter, Morgan. The last 2 have been seniors. Tied at 1 in overtime. Terrell, nope, I don't think anybody was ready. They're going to have to do that again. Well, at least you got a practice shot in. You'll hear a whistle bring it into play. Here we go. Terrell's shot. And she puts it home. So Terrell gives Creek the lead 2-1. And Coach Caracciolo to our right is having a discussion for a second with the official. Now she's going back. All right, we're going to have our next kicker here. And this is going to be Kate McVeigh. Kate McVeigh, a freshman, in to kick to try and tie us at 2. McVeigh ready. And she scores. So we are tied at 2, each team with 2 goals and a miss. Here comes Creek. Creek will send up number 36. This is Abigail McGinley. She has played a great game today. 2-2 in penalty kicks. We are tied. So McGinley, she is a junior. And McGinley puts it home. 3-2 now. As in to take this kick will be Tori Wilsey. Wilsey is a sophomore, had a tremendous game playing defense today. This is to tie us at 3. Right now it is a 3-2 lead. Creek with the lead. Wilsey on the penalty kick here as we widen it out. And the save is made. The save is made by Vanelli as she saves another. And now a huge shot coming up here for Carissa Robbins. Robbins, a senior. So Robbins, a senior. It's a 3-2 lead. A goal here should end it. Robbins ready. Save is partially made, and it goes in, and Cedar Creek wins on penalty kicks, and they will advance in the Group 2 tournament.
Tough way to lose.
Yeah, it's a shame here, Chris, that it comes down to this. Everyone played so hard. There you see the Sterling team on the other half, but what a job. There's our goalkeeper. Again, your sister who's done a great job this season. So it came down to penalty kicks. And again, it's, you know, you do the best you can. Basically try to get it on net. A couple saves were made. Outstanding job. And we want to thank you, Chris, for joining us.
Thank you.
We want to wish all the girls best of off-season luck. We wish Cedar Creek best of luck as they are going to advance on, most likely to take on Haddonfield. Cedar Creek wins it in penalty kicks. For Rob Strauss, Chris Lambertino, and our cameraman, thank you. We are going to make it into boys soccer will come up. As we are just about done this game, we thank everyone for watching here for Sterling Channel 19. For the rest of the crew, I'm Mr. K. We'll talk to you next.